So let me take you on a little walk around the 2022 British Motor Show. This is hall number 1, and you can see, wow, look at that. That's a Jaguar E-Type, that's the Testarossa, right? There's no need to go any further because that's, well, our mini mopes are pretty cool. And there's an Alpine ready to go racing, looks like. There's a Formula car of some kind over there, and Mazda stand. There's a Mazda stand. So there's a new product from Mazda that you can check out. There's a cool Merc there. And over here there's a new products from Mercedes, electric cars. Hang on, electric cars in the wrong hole. There'll be another hole for that. I'll tell you about that in a minute. And these are, well, that's a McLaren. That's Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Wow, there you go. That's a winner right there. Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. What more do you need? And look at these supercars. Oh, wow, look at the Huracan. And over here, look, oh, look at that. Is that an Enzo? Or is it LaFerrari? LaFerrari, that's what that is. So let's walk backwards. And then Kia, and Audi stand. Audi's got cars on display. And over here you got the Kia, well, it's a pretty cool electric car, that. And it's electrics. Lots of activities at this motor show. Lots of things for people to do and try out and test drive cars and just basically get involved in stuff. This is the wonderful thing about it. This is the Cars of the Year display. So some incredible cars lined up in this selection, including that Infiniti you saw there. And my first chance to get a look at the Ford Bronco. Look at that. Not officially sold here, but there's one, and it looks fantastic. And what else have we got here? Some more. This is the Electric Car Hall. We are now in the Elmo Electric Car Hall. This is hall number 2. All of these cars are available from Elmo. They do a subscription service. So you can actually subscribe to a car for even just a month, and like this Honda E, and decide that if the range is not good enough, you can just hand it back and try something else or just do something else, whatever. So that's a really cool thing. VW ID buzzes and all those kind of, well, no, I don't think that was an ID buzz. The VW ID things. AA had a stand there. That must be electric because everything in there is electric. But they had a hydrogen car. The AA were launching a hydrogen car, which I guess operates within the circumference of the handful of hydrogen gas stations that are available here. There's some classic cars. I did get all the way to the end of this. Oh, look at that. That is Tech Theatre. That's what I was hosting. Oh, and that's not Tech Theatre. That's the main theatre, which Tim and Fuzz from Car SOS were hosting, and that's just gorgeous. I'm just going to stop and because I'm having a moment because, wow, look at that. And then what have we got? Oh, look at the Japanese Mustang. That is a Japanese Mustang, isn't it? That's Celica. That's brilliant. More cool cars along here. So once we're outside, so this area, that's where the under 17s get to drive. On the other side of that was where the and some say there's the Stig. Others say it's just a bloke dressed up as Stig, and people think that he is, so they're taking pictures with him. Still, he's hanging around, lots of people getting lots of cool pictures with him. That's what's happening out. And here you have the main arena, which is hosted by Mike Brewer and Iwan Thomas, Olympian, and lots of crazy shenanigans and stuff going on, including this was at the end of the day. So after I'd finished my stuff at the Tech Theatre, oh, that's Sam Hardman of Hard Up Garage. He's a really cool guy. So that man, with Ewan Thomas, that is. Oh, and there's Tiff who's protesting because he seems to do that a lot. And Ewan Thomas was actually holding a javelin in that mini. Your eyes did not deceive you. That is actually what was happening. And in fact, he's now going to throw it. So here it comes, and he stopped, and there it goes, and it landed. And then somebody else had to go, or Sam, I think, and that seemed to be more dramatic. But of course, Tiff started protesting again, and he was just very indignant at the fact that it hadn't stopped at the right place, and so therefore the whole thing was moot, and he should win. But of course he didn't. But you know what? It's all just fun and games with Tiff because he's such a nice. I met him today. He's such a nice guy, but he does love to ham it up a bit. Let's be honest. That is Paul Swift in the racing suit there, who organised the event, and nobody seems to be paying much attention to Tiff, unfortunately. And then these minis sort of started going in circles. When Mike Brewer was like, oh, they're going round and round and round, and they were going round and round and round, and nobody was quite sure why they were going round and round. It was some sort of relay race of some kind. It was part of the Commonwealth Games that, last year they had car football, so this time they had that. And this was like, I think this was actually a shot put thing, which I don't even know what happened there. That's Paul Swift, and he's walking back. He's organised the whole thing, and he seems to be as dazed and confused as everybody else. But actually, I don't think he really cared, because he's just broken the World Guinness Book record for parking or sliding into the tightest parking space ever. So, and then they set off again, and the minis were doing some more, going round and round and round. So there's the red one's going round and round. and shortly after that, the white one came over there, and well, at some point the white one's going to come over here, isn't it? That's still the red one. Oh, there it is. There's the white one, and that's decided to go. And oh, that's a bit of handbrake. I think Iwan Thomas pulled the handbrake there. In fact, I'm pretty sure he did. And while the minis were doing that, the Peugeots decided that they wanted a bit of the action. So you see, look, it just decided I'm having some of this. So there it goes, and it's pulled up, and then it just stopped. And then the Mini comes along, and then they hand each other the relay thing, and then off it goes, doing round. And then the pickup trucks thought, we're bored, and we're going to go round and round as well. So now the pickup trucks were going round and round, while the Peugeots were going round and round, while everybody was just wondering what the hell is going on. And this was driven by my Brewer, and it was so excited it pissed itself. I mean, that's what it did. But anyway, I don't know who won, but this is behind the scenes at the live arena, and you can see all these cars. This is the cool action, lots of stunts and action stuff goes on in that arena, so very exciting. Supercars, tons of them in the supercar paddock area, so go check that out. Guys, if you love cars, you cannot be sitting at home and missing out on the British Motor Show, because there's just so much action, so much activity, so much cool stuff to check out. And if you do go there, don't miss out on the Tech Theatre. Come and see me.
Big shout out and thanks to Jay Williams over at Air Technic, who are top tier sponsors of Brown Car Guy. Check them out at Air Technic Co UK for exhausts, brakes, suspension and body kits. Plus our other major sponsor, Nayagen Solutions. Much appreciation also to Tier 4 sponsors, Muhammad Ali Humaid, Tom Conway Gordon and Reza Adil. And of course all these other guys who supporting on Patreon. Brown Car Guy is eternally grateful. Hey, think about joining them over at Patreon.com Brown Car Guy. If you can't, don't worry. Just make sure you're subscribing to the YouTube channel and website. Plus follow on social media by searching for Brown Car Guy.